Hey guys, Devin Gridley at All Father Fitness, and today I'm doing a kind of overall subject on Jeff Cavalier and his confirmation of him using fake weights, or not confirmation, but confrontation of him using fake weights. And this was made by a person named Athlean-X, and it was basically an entire channel dedicated to proving that Athlean-X, who is Jeff Cavalier, and if you don't know him, you don't know about fitness, I don't know why you'd be watching my videos instead of his videos. He has 10 million subs. He's the biggest fitness YouTuber on the entire platform. Very smart guy, very professional. He has like 3 different degree thingies. He's trained professional NFL, I think it was NFL, or maybe it was baseball, but he coached professional teams or coached athletes, and he's a really smart guy. He actually got me into fitness. I started watching his videos first when I first started the whole fitness journey, and him using fake weights wasn't really a surprise, to be honest. And I genuinely didn't watch Kathleen X's videos. I watched one video about this. It was Greg Doucette's, which I highly recommend watching. Very informative, and it's more logical based than scientific based. Like Kathleen X's, you didn't need to go into all the science to prove that he uses fake weights. He's pin pressing like 315 for like 6 reps, and he's like 150 pounds. He's like 45 years old or something. Athlean-X has an amazing build. You can go look at him. A lot of people claim that he's not natural. I actually believe that he's completely natural, but I do believe that he uses fake weights 100% without a doubt. But the reason I said I didn't do much research into this, like I didn't watch Athlean-X's video, is because one, it was pretty obvious that he's using fake weights, and all I need to say is that he was using fake weights. And two, does it really matter? A lot of people who watch my videos are new into the fitness industry, right? But the fitness industry is all based on illusion. That's what bodybuilding is, based on illusion. It's about the best angles and the best lighting. Why do you think they get spray tans? It's so when you're darker, the light reflects better and you get better shadowing and it looks like you're bigger. And that's why when you wear a black t-shirt, it's scientifically proven that you look bigger in a black t-shirt than you would in a white t-shirt. Fitness and looking good is all based on illusion. He's not being completely dishonest. He's not going out and saying like he's Frank Castleberry and he's like, oh, I can bench 400 pounds or I can deadlift like 800 pounds, and him only being like 150 pounds. Like, he's not saying that. He gives very, very informative information and very good information. Very, very good training information and very useful. I would definitely recommend subbing to him. Obviously, he's the biggest fitness YouTuber. He has multiple degrees. He knows what he's talking about. He knows what he's talking about when it comes to nutrition and dieting and when you're lifting and stuff. And he's very anatomy proficient. I don't know the right wordage, but he explains things on a level that I kind of explain things on. When I was doing my playlist on the 3 best and 3 worst exercises, I would explain why an exercise is bad. And it wasn't bad because it wasn't good at building muscle. It was bad because of certain movements it would put you in, like a dip. Most people do dips wrong, and you put your shoulder, and it would just impinge, and it's just not good for you. And he explains things like that. He says, this is a good exercise if you do it correctly, and he'll show how you do it correctly. But instead of just doing this because it's complicated, do this instead. And I think that's really important and good to know. And just, who cares if he's using fake weights? The entire fitness industry is based on illusion, and there's plenty of fake natties, and he's not claiming to be natural, or he's not claiming to be natural when he's not. I completely believe he's natural, because this is something that happened to Greg Doucette, actually. Greg Doucette made a video on it, and he made an allegation saying that if you lied using fake weights, it's completely possible that he lied when he said he's natural. Now, that was a really deep allegation to such a huge person. It could really hurt him. Now, Jeff Cavalier isn't one known to go and comment and get into the YouTube drama, but he commented on Greg Doucette's thing, saying that he would pay for his ticket to fly all the way down here, pay for his hotel, basically pay for everything, for Greg to test him with a drug test to see if he was actually natural or not natural. And Greg threw up something about, if you use this certain steroid, you can get it out of your system in a day or two, which is how long it would take for him to get there and be ready to do a test or whatever. But do you really think he'd go through all that trouble just to fake a test and kind of prove his credibility, especially to someone like Greg Doucette? Because Greg Doucette only has not even 1 million followers. He has 500,000. There's plenty other YouTubers making videos on this who have way more subs, but he did it to Greg Doucette because he fills the niche of the fake natties, and he fills the niche of calling people out and saying whether or not what they're doing is wrong or right, or how they're doing it, if they're fake natties, if they're lifting fake weights. That's kind of his whole spiel of his channel, right? So he did that on purpose. I completely believe he's natural. Fake weights, 100% without a doubt. There's no way he's basically my weight and pressing 315 pounds for multiple reps on end with ease. And he's doing tricep curls with like 200 pounds. My triceps are one of my best and strongest muscles, besides my legs, obviously. But like, considering how much weight I can lift, that's not curl, but I can tricep press, or whatever the hell you want to call it. I'm pretty sure I can do like 120 pounds for like 6 reps or something, and he was doing like 200 for like 10. And he does have more experience, but he's only like 10 pounds more than me. That's pretty crazy, and he's lean. He's really lean. He's way leaner than me, like half the percentage of what I am year round. He has crazy whack genetics, so I think that's why I kind of believe that he's natural instead of not natural. There's no reason he wouldn't be. Also, he's like 45 years old, 45-year-old, pressing like almost 400 pounds and tricep curling or whatever, like 200. That's just pretty crazy to me. I don't think that's completely reasonable without you being on something, obviously, because Greg Doucette is, he's like 40 or something. He's obviously jacked, but he's open about his steroid use because he's allowed to be. He lives in Canada, and it's not illegal there because he gets it because of free healthcare and all that good stuff. But yeah, I just wanted to give my 10 cents on it, that Athlean-X uses fake weights. He may or may not be natty, but does it really matter? He gives you good information, and plenty of people like his channel, 10 million subs. Good information that teaches you a lot, and teaches you not only like how to do things properly, but it teaches you things at a very dense level, such as how I was talking about how he explains things like impingement on your shoulder. He's very serious about things like that, about keeping your joints healthy. He has such a wide audience. He teaches everyone from down to noobs all the way to extremely old people, because he's very specific in the way he explains things like joint health and diet and all that good stuff. So does it really matter if you're natural or not natural, or using fake weights or not using fake weights, if you're giving good information? Because I don't really think it does. Greg Doucette's not natural, but he's one of the smartest YouTubers there are, and lots of people like him. He's probably one of the biggest YouTuber jumps I've ever seen. I subbed to him at like 800,000, and he jumped up to 400,000 in like a few months, which was fucking crazy. But yeah, I just wanted to give my sense on that. Just ask yourself, does it really matter if he uses fake weights or not? Is his credibility destroyed because he decided that since I can't lift that much weight, it's not going to look that impressive, so he just put on one fake plate or whatever? He does it. You just have to understand that the entire fitness industry is based on illusion. So what is the big deal about him using fake weights if he's still giving you good information? Now, if he was challenging people, and he would show a video of him plate pressing 400, and he's like, oh, you can't do that, blah, 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 and he's talking shit, but that'd be completely different. But he's not doing that. He's showing an exercise. He puts on fake weights to kind of show you that this works better, which it does, and he explains why. He doesn't just say, oh, do this instead. He explains thoroughly why it works better, how it works better, and why you should do it for yourself. And because he's like 45 years old, 150 pounds at like 8% body fat year round, he's not very strong. So he has to kind of make up for it some way. There's really no problem in him using fake weights. His credibility isn't destroyed. You think some football team wouldn't hire him because they noticed, oh, in this video you used fake weights, so we're not going to hire you even though you have like 3 degrees and you have the knowledge and ability to teach this team how to do things properly? You think they wouldn't hire him because, oh, he used a fake weight in a video or whatever? Like, does it really matter that much? You got to ask yourself, does it matter that much? Because if you're in the fitness industry and you're with it for a long time, in a few years you're going to have to ask yourself whether or not you want to do something like take steroids, or maybe you do something like I do and you're getting to like close to 50 years old and you can't plate press that much. So are you going to start using fake weights or not, because you still want to look as good as you possibly can and you want people to continue subbing and continue watching your stuff? You got to ask yourself that. Are you going to consider using steroids or not in the coming years if you continue going down the fitness journey? Like, you really have to ask yourself these questions. Does it really, really, truly matter if he takes steroids or not, or if he uses fake weights or not? Now, it would be a bigger deal if he took steroids, because he's claimed being natural. He never claimed to use real weight or fake weight. He actually never made a confirmation video about this. He got caught with it from Athlean-X, and then that's it. Just billions of other people started making videos about it. That's it. He hasn't done anything except comment on Greg's post about Greg making the allegation that he's not natural, and he seemed pretty upset. So the fact that he did, I feel as though he's actually natural. So good for him. Great physique for being at like 45. Great knowledge, great brain. So yeah, using fake weights, not a big deal. That's all I wanted to say. That's all I'm going to make on the topic. But you know the drill. Follow, subscribe, all that good stuff. And yeah, I'll see you in the next one.